Let's have a little bit of fun. It's fun and politics. Who's ready to get gut-felded? I know I am. I'm always ready for the feld. I'm always ready to get gut-felded. Um, we're gonna watch a video by Fox News. I have not pre-watched any of this. I know Gutfeld is he's a fun guy to make fun of. So I have a feeling this will be a fun video. But this video is called Gutfeld. Great move, Gavin. And I'm assuming they're talking about Gavin Newsom. So let's see what the video of the day is from Gutfeld.
He's a lightning rod for government fraud.
Why is he always wearing a sweater? I feel like he always looks like he's going to a Christmas party.
Our video of the day comes from independent journalist Nick Shirley,
Oh,
who's
no.
taken his search for government grift to California.
Oh no, not Nick Shitley, dude. This dude, man, whoever said I don't know, you're gonna have a hard time if you got if you're mentally handicapped. Like, this is an icon. Like, you look at how this dude is the dumbest person who has ever existed. He's dumber than dirt, okay? And look at what he's been able to make of himself. He's become he has ascended into the ranks of the most reactionary provocateurs that has ever existed. And I'm sure he is getting millions of dollars for doing so. So for all of the stupids out there, for all of the people who have, who have had a hard time making it in like a traditional job or in a traditional role or whatever, um, look at what can happen if you just do that. If you just do right wing propaganda like agit-prop, racist agit-prop. Look at what can happen. But okay, I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent. Let's see what Gutfeld has to say.
Lightning rod for government fraud. Our video of the day comes from independent journalist Nick Shirley, who's taken his search for government grift to California's social welfare programs. Nick recently visited multiple daycares in San Diego, operating out of small apartments with owners that either refused to talk or weren't even there at all. Watch.
We just arrived at the daycare.
That's just his classic
two
day.
Kids out here. I don't know if they're members of the daycare.
This is the thing he loves to do. He loves to just go up to to daycares and just try to get in and see the kids. Now, I personally wouldn't let him into where the kids are because I don't know. I don't think he would be a very good influence, but yeah.
Okay. There's no oversight right here. Can we talk to your teacher?
That's got to be his mom, right?
Is your teacher there? So this is the first child we've ever encountered at one of these daycares. There's two kids out here right now, and we're gonna see if we can talk to the
licensee.
Can we talk to the adult?
He is not here.
Not here.
Yeah.
So you guys all by
Dude, I don't understand. This might be like a me thing, but I don't understand what the difference is between this and like homeschooling. Why is this so offensive compared to like homeschooling? Is it or is it because they think that they're like using a bunch of taxes or something to do this? I don't really understand. I don't understand why they find this offensive necessarily. Because don't homeschooled people, don't they get subsidies as well? Like, isn't this just homeschooling?
No, because see by myself.
Yeah, okay, that's concerning. No one's watching those children, and they're all by themselves.
Ugh. Their faces are all covered with blurry garbage.
Good one,
Clean that
Gutfeld.
up. Then it was hospice care programs. Many in LA were what looked to be like shell companies funding their owners' life of luxury.
The way that he talks here, it makes me think that he's making fun of Nick Shirley. It makes me sound. It sounds like he's doing this thing where it sounds like he's being overly serious, like he's being overly serious in a comedic way about how stupid this shit is. Because this is exactly how I would present this if I was making fun of Nick Shirley.
This time, instead of tiny apartment units, these businesses were operating out of old hotel rooms.
All these buildings are all hospice centers. Let's see if Grandma could check herself into this one. I'm just trying to be a good grandson. We're knocking the door. No one's coming. We look inside the window. empty building. In 2023, this place received $1.3 million.
Not a single piece of furniture.
See, I just don't know. I can like maybe that's the case. Like maybe that's something like there's fraud everywhere, dude. But like this is not journalism. This is not like finding a source and finding information. This is going to a place and seeing if there are people there and then drawing like whatever conclusion you want about that afterwards. Like he said 2023, right? It's 2026 now. Like who's to say this is still if it was operating as a hospice care in 2023, who's to say that it still is? Like I don't know.
Nothing.
Insane. This is insane.
Mercedes-Benz driving out. Where can we open a hospice at? We'd like to open up a hospice.
What?
Get a Maybach just like you. So is this how I can get a Maybach by opening up my own hospice?
Is he just
So
harassing people? Why is he in a suit?
Fraud? Sir,
What? This looks like a planted car.
you're in the Cybertruck, driving away, taking money from old people. Yet he's just driving away in his Cybertruck, won't even answer any questions.
Meanwhile,
So he went to one. Okay, so I saw him go to one place. Nobody was there, and then he told me about how it was a hospice center in 2023. Nothing that he did disproved any of that. Like, if he wanted to check if it was being fraudulent, he should go talk to the person who ran it, who requested the funding or whatever. He should go, I don't know, just like follow the money. Like that's how reporters would usually figure something like this out. This isn't journalism.
while Gavin Newsom's press office responded with a flippant AI post. If you could look at it, it's implying that Nick.
See, he's good at memeing, but yeah, that's like, yeah, I would not let this guy in.
is a pedophile.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Great move.
sorry, I shouldn't say that. I don't know for sure, but if you are going around trying to find all these kids like this, like, he has the mentality of a 12-year-old, so maybe it doesn't
Gab,
count.
calling someone who's helping you save your state a pedophile. Further proof that Newsom's still hopeless at putting out fires.
Gutfeld.
Cat, I don't know where to start here, except that's really a terrible response.
Could you imagine if he had shown some interest?
Yes.
In it wouldn't have hurt him politically, I wouldn't think.
Thanks, Nick.
For it to be, hey, thank.
Okay, it's like no, I'm not gonna take the ramblings of a like mentally handicapped 18-year-old seriously. I'm sorry, no, I'm not. Like if he was doing actual journalism, if he was a reporter who went and figured this stuff out and like followed the money and then wrote a piece about it, wrote a story about it, then yes, I would take it seriously. But like when a mentally handicapped person goes up to a door and then asks to see the children and there's no adult there or something, that's not like, that doesn't mean anything. Like I don't see any evidence. I don't see what I don't even necessarily know what you're trying to say. So it's like,
You know what? He wouldn't even have to actually do anything, because let's be honest, most people in the government never do.
Yes.
But just to have a political win of like, you know what? That is interesting. I'm going to look in this room of children that's there with no supervision.
Nah. If you do that, then they'll just go on a spree about how obviously correct they were and how, you never capitulated all. Gavin Newsom handled it right. You just meme him into oblivion. Like I said, like he's not a real journalist. You don't have to take him seriously.
Yes.
And also, nobody takes these people seriously anyway. The people who watch this, besides me, are like 95 years old. Like they're gonna die in like 2 seconds. So who gives a shit what they think?
Don't just call him a pedophile.
I'm going to look into the I mean,
But hey, hey. I have about as much evidence that Nick Shirley is a pedophile as he has like shown me evidence that there is fraud over there in California, or at least what you've presented. Okay, so I think those are two equally valid and equally proven cases so far.
You could have actually.
And in fact, because Nick Shirley has the brain of a 10-year-old or whatever, like maybe like it makes even more sense to me.
It's pretty clear he has aspirations on a national stage, right?
Yes.
That would have been an opportunity for him to do something like that.
Gavin Newsom.
I mean, it's just we're so broken at this point where it's like we see stuff like this, but it's like, oh, well, that's a politician.
I'd prefer Gavin Nasty to stay in California, stop being a governor, and just become a meme lord online. Like, just be like Kyle Kalinske or something and meme around online. I think that's what I would want for him. That's from my perspective.
That I do like. So I'm going to find a way to. It's like we should all be pissed off about this. That our money.
About what? He didn't show anything.
So much money in taxes, and you get smeared by people if you complain about it. Like, oh, you don't care about blah, 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 blah. But it's like, no, it's just the money. It's like we said in New York.
But it's so frustrating because they don't care. They don't care about fraud. Obviously, like the biggest fraudsters in America are like the big companies and like the millionaires and billionaires who get tax breaks for fucking everything and never do what they say they're going to do with those tax breaks, or like the medical insurance like industry or whatever. Like there's fraud all over the country. The vast majority of it is coming from the wealthy or whatever. And yes, there are instances of like individual acts of fraud or whatever, like by people doing things like I don't know, pretending to run hospice out of their apartments or whatever. Like I'm sure that does happen. But the amount of money that it is in comparison with like the amount of fraud that like contractors skim off the top of like government contracts, or like corporations or billionaires get on their like taxes and stuff when they don't pay them, like it's minuscule. It's negligible.
81,000 in a fiscal year for each homeless person.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at that. It's not that you don't want to help. It's that I'm well aware. I know enough that the money isn't helping anyone.
Right. And you know what?
They
when
just
I
want
heard
to get
about
rid
the
of government.
$81,000 per homeless person, it made me glad that I didn't give them money. Tyrus,
these people, they literally want to take homeless people and burn them for biofuel. Like, I swear to God, they actually want that.
I love that. It's like they don't even try. They have a hospice in a hotel room.
Well, because they haven't had a reason, because they have the protection of the politicians.
Yeah.
What?
That made a point where they're like, why wouldn't he help? Because this is what politicians do. They look the other way. The money ends up somewhere. Why? It always ends up back in a campaign.
Why? What do they get out of that? What does Gavin Newsom get out of allowing these people to, if it even happened or whatever, to take this money from the government? Like, it's the same amount like that what I just don't understand what they get out of that.
Or somewhere. Yep. I mean, there's a reason why they attacked him. My advice, Nick, is keep going. Increase your security.
Yeah.
Keep going. Who is this bitch? Look at him, his fucking hat. I should have made fun of him more earlier. Nick Shirley, you gotta. I don't think you should keep going, because I think you're gonna get yourself killed one of these days. I think that someday you're gonna like go harass the wrong Cybertruck owner and like, you know, you're just gonna get shot and dead, dude. But I don't know. If you really want to keep going, go for it. It does make good content.
Why? Here's why. It's just when you confront somebody about something and their reaction is defensive, or in this case, they took a ground game. They're trying to smear him like he's a pedophile or a sexual deviant, because that will get more pickups from mainstream media than it would be the fact that trillions of dollars.
I mean, I haven't seen any evidence that he's not a pedophile. Right? That's the argument they use a lot. I haven't seen any evidence that this is wrong. So I don't know. I'm keeping my options open on believing that.
Through helping human beings to load the pockets. All those people that were driving out in those cars, they still got to pay someone else who pays someone else. It's a long train. And again, if he's not, I would love for him to come out and show us how, as governor, and
Nick Shirley's going to get distracted by a choo-choo train.
Tim Walz, he was not. They're always never aware of it, but when you come to them with, we got a guy who has evidence, they attack the guy with the evidence, which and I didn't go to Harvard.
What evidence? I still haven't seen the evidence that they're talking about. Gutfeld, if there actually is like legitimate evidence that this is happening, you are presenting this terribly.
I went to a little teaching school in Nebraska, and I'm not a scientist, and I'm not an economic engineer, whatever the hell it is, but I know a crook when I see one, and this is no different than anybody else that's stealing from one group.
I mean, I think I do too. And like this guy, this hat, this beard, these tattoos, it's definitely given crook to like the one overall. Like, is that has to be like a gang affiliation, right? I don't know. I think I know a crook when I see one too. And if I saw this guy, like I would probably instantly give my wallet to them if I pass them going down the street.
You go to them, and the people that they're paying off are telling you to shut up, and that's what they're telling him, to shut up.
You know, Jamie, Nick Shitley, the guy there, he's 23 years old. He's having such a huge impact. It must make you feel terrible that as a you're twice his age.
Yeah.
And you've never made an impact on anything. It's got to.
I mean, yeah, like I said, Nick Shitley is an inspiration to the medically stupid everywhere. Like he shows what you can accomplish with like 2 brain cells in a dream, man.
It's just got to eat your insides right now.
Yeah. It's weird. It does it more when you talk about it so directly.
I mean, he looked
Maybe you
pretty
could have
brain
pulled him
dead
aside
too.
after the show.
Is this supposed to be a comedy show? This guy, he's really given like this does feel like Nick Shitley if he went a different route and like aged 20 years.
If I was Gavin Newsom, or as I like to call him, Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Not funny.
I would hire Nick Shitley and I would fire the 3rd grader that runs their Twitter account.
Yes.
I would hire him. I would put him right on the thing. And I don't know if you got. I watched the entire.
I don't even know if Nick.
By the way.
I don't even know if Nick Shitley's meme game is any good. Why would I hire him for that? That would be stupid.
Some of these names, these are all real. Were better than other ones. One of the hospice names, it was called Healing Miracle, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty good one. That's where I want to go. Another one, no joke, was called Garden Angels. Not Guardian Angels.
Well, that's probably trademarked.
Garden Angels, like that's a
Or copyrighted.
landscaping place.
That's better than Learing Center.
It's right there with Larry. One of them was called.
What is wrong with this guy? His vibes are all wrong. What is he looking at? Why does he have a 90-yard stare? Like there's someone with a gun right off screen saying, like pointing it at him, being like, "Be funny, be funny, be funny." It's like the Fox News producer like over there being like, if you don't make me laugh in the next 5 seconds, I'm going to shoot you in the face, because he's really the vibes are all off with this guy.
In and out hospice. That's not good. And by the way, Greg, Nick 100%, I don't even have to say this, but Nick 100% not a pedophile. He left 2 completely unattended children right there.
Yeah. And he's
Well, he was on camera though. He was on camera. Wait, what did he say?
And he's a Mormon.
Oh, okay. I don't think that's. I think. I mean, I'm assuming he knows, right? That like Mormons, they have a pretty wide reputation of, especially like family-related pedophilia incidents. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hotep. This is
yeah, that was the face I was making.
But it's insane how Gavin responded.
Yeah, true, but Nick pisses me off.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Nick.
Me too.
Because he's doing all this exposing, but he ain't telling me which form I got to fill out.
Hotep. What are you talking about? What form?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I could be Somali too.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, my great.
Oh, he's saying like, how do I get in on this fraud? I assume that it's harder than it looks, if or that it doesn't exist and he's just making shit up. Again, I just go back to like, give me more evidence. If he gave me more evidence, maybe I would believe him. But it's hard for me to take like a mentally handicapped 26-year-old seriously when he goes and just knocks on a door and asks to see the children, you know?
Great grandmother is there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, look at me. I am the captain now. You know?
Okay.
I could do this.
Why not? Why not? Why are we the ones being ripped off?
That's what I'm saying.
Hotep,
Get a
Hotep.
piece of it. We'll split it.
But you know what else he's actually, we're gonna definitely split that. But you know what else he's really exposing on a serious note? I think it's the fact that there's so much available capital in America. And us, the Americans, aren't going and finding out how to get that and actually building real institutions.
Hit it, the nail on.
Yeah, they're going to go into a big anti-government spiel here, which is like the obvious like reason that they're doing this. Like I said, there's fraud everywhere, but like I don't really know. Like, it's just we should go after the biggest bang for our buck when it comes to fraud. And most of these things are like individual, like small acts of fraud, but there is such systemic fraud, like for instance, in just people doing their taxes, or like billionaires doing their taxes where they don't pay any fucking taxes. That like that should be the first thing that we go after in order to get, you know, in order to get money that is like doesn't belong to them or whatever, that they're just like stealing from us. So like I don't know, it's always this sort of stuff is always very silly to me.
Ahead, drive around America, you can see these like businesses that are open and nothing's going on. That's like unrecognized. I mean, it's weird. It's like all this money. It's untapped.
Like a lamp store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how many lamps do you need? You know?
Yes, that's a good question. I wake up every morning and I go, how many lamps do I need?
So not funny,
I mean,
dude.
where you have a whole store. You don't sell anything else.
I would
Not
like
even
to,
light bulbs, just lamps.
think.
What time slot is this? This has to be late, right? This has to air at like 11 or 12 o'clock, if I had to guess.
Own a lamp store, and then I wouldn't have to worry about lamps.
Well, if it's the Tyrus Hotep lamp store, you will, because there won't be any lamps in it.
All right. Hey.
Okay. 10 o'clock Easter time. I was close. Yeah, incredibly unfunny. I don't know. Like I said, Nick Shirley, I need more evidence to know you're not a pedophile. I'm sorry. You presented so little evidence that like there was more evidence of that than there was of fraud that I saw in this video, or at least the same, I would say. So